The main reason I do this channel is advocacy for the Second Amendment, to bring you the information to let you know what we the people can do right now to affect the Second Amendment. And if you think the NFA needs to be whittled away, we need to take action right now if we want to have any hope of getting these two Pro-2A bills to the House floor for a full vote. Republicans are holding up two huge bills that we need to move right now. What bills am I talking about, and why do we want them to get moving? Well, the Hearing Protection Act and the Short Act. They are looking to start destroying the National Firearms Act, but a couple moderate Republicans are being cowards right now. You know, when the Democrats have the majority, they charge forward at full speed with whatever the party platform is, whatever their agenda is, they push forward. They don't care who they offend. They don't care who it angers. They do it. But when Republicans are in power, they are just happy to be there, which is why we're going to put some pressure on some folks, and I need your help. We've done it several times this year already that Trump's been in office, and we've had very good follow through from the people being pressured. So I'm going to give you some people, and I'm going to ask you to do something today, so pay attention here. Introduced by Representative Ben Cline, the Hearing Protection Act aims to reclassify suppressors, commonly known as silencers, removing them from the National Firearms Act and treating them as standard Title I firearms. This change would eliminate the $200 tax stamp and the lengthy approval process that's currently required. Now, that's H.R. 404, okay? It's going to remove suppressors from the NFA, treat suppressors like a standard firearm under the Gun Control Act, eliminate the $200 tax stamp, and streamline the purchasing process for us for suppressors. Again, that's H.R. 404, the Hearing Protection Act. Now, supporters argue that suppressors are essential for hearing protection, especially for hunters and sport shooters, emphasizing the health benefits and the need to modernize outdated regulations. And in some countries, not having a suppressor on your firearm is considered rude because you're not being courteous to the other people at the firing range. Next up is the Stop Harassing Owners of Rifles Today Act, or the Short Act. It's been introduced by Representative Andrew Clyde. And this legislation seeks to remove short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, and AOWs, any other weapons, from the National Firearms Act, aligning their regulation with standard firearms. That's H.R. 2395. Again, remove short-barreled rifles and shotguns from the NFA. Treat these firearms like standard rifles and shotguns under the Gun Control Act, and it would aim to reduce unnecessary regulatory burdens on us. Now, advocates for the Short Act argue that the current classification is arbitrary and it imposes undue burdens on us, the responsible firearm owners. And by reclassifying these firearms, the act aims to simplify compliance and uphold our Second Amendment rights. Now, both bills are currently under consideration in the House Ways and Means Committee. And as I said, they're being held up by the Republican majority in that committee. Your voice will make a difference here. Here is how we all are going to get involved. The House Ways and Means Committee. The main phone number is 202-225-3625. Okay? Their website is waysandmeans.house.gov. I'll have that phone number and the link down below. But what I want you to do is to reach out to the committee and express your support of 404, HR 404, and HR 2395, and letting them know that we put them there for a reason. These two types of bills were the sole reason that they were elected, is to pass these things, to get rid of restrictions on the Second Amendment. Now, before I tell you, there's a lot of members on this committee, so I'm going to try to make it easy for you. And before I tell you who the Republican leader is of the House Ways and Means Committee, a quick thank you to our sponsor, Attorneys on Retainer. If you're a gun owner in America, you need a legal team that actually understands your rights. And these are not your average lawyers, these are two-way warriors. They're ready to stand by your side if the government ever targets you for exercising your rights. Think of this, guys and gals. We don't get to choose when we have to act in self-defense of ourselves, our others, our loved ones, our neighbors, or anybody else. I joined AOR, Attorneys on Retainer, because I trust Mark Victor and his team, the Attorneys for Freedom law firm, to fight for me if I'm ever in a self-defense incident. But don't just listen to me, listen to what this Attorneys on Retainer member had to say.
What happened on the night of your incident?
We were at a barbecue and it was getting crazy. When he started running at me, reached for the back of his pants, I just pulled out my firearm. Once the target was down so that he's not a threat anymore, I just called you guys.
The majority of programs immediately exclude you if you happen to be in a gun-free zone at the time that the incident occurs.
The strike force was called. If that doesn't happen in this case, he's still sitting at Rikers Island today.
Lawyers are like real-life superheroes because you can give people a chance to really get a second chance in life.
All right, you should know that AOR is the only law firm in the nation exclusively committed to self-defense cases. That's all they do. And with AOR, you have an attorney on the line when you call their 24/7 emergency hotline. If you ever get into a self-defense incident, AOR will have your back. Plus, if you join now, or if you're already a member, upgrade, you can lock in your pricing until 2030. This is huge because they added a bunch of new benefits like red flag and civil liability coverage. And of course, that costs money, so prices will be going up. If you're already a member, you already have the email and the code is in it to upgrade and unlock your new benefits at no extra cost. So be sure to join before December 31st of 2025 and get your pricing locked in until January 1st of 2030. That's huge. You can get $50 off your individual sign-up fee right now, or $25 off your family plan sign-up fee right now by using my code GNG at the link below. All right, let's get back to this. I strongly encourage you all to call Representative Jason Smith. Now, Jason Smith is the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee. And I really would like you to call the other members as well. There's a lot of members on this committee. There's like 25 Republicans and 21 Democrats. And I'm going to make it easy for you. The link down below is going to go to the committee members page. You just click on the picture of each person and it gives you their email and stuff like that. And I'm also going to list their individual offices' phone numbers down below. It's a lot of work I'm doing to get you this information. So please get busy and light them up. Now, I don't know why the moderates on the House Ways and Means Committee are holding these bills up, but we need to jump on them. They're trying, I don't know what they're trying to do, but we want them to advance these bills to strike suppressors and SBRs and SBSs and AOWs from the NFA. But instead, these clowns are playing games with our rights while they get filthy rich in the process. Now, I have heard that the committee is furious right now because some people have already started calling them about this. Good. The fact that they're pissed off means they're hearing us. But we still haven't seen them promise to do the right thing here yet, and we need them to do it now. If you can help us generate more phone calls over there, I would honestly be very, very grateful. And just like the Democrats do when they're in power, we have to make these Republicans advance our priorities at all costs. We cannot just let gun owners vote and give Republicans power only to sit back and watch while they stall our bills and break their campaign promises. Guys, call them now. The link's down below. The phone number to the committee is down below, as well as the members. Like I said, there's 50 members, 47 members. So I'll put as many of the phone numbers in there as I can. I'll at least put the Republicans in there. But please call them. And then go one step further. I ask you to make your voice heard by hitting them up on their social media as well. They listen to their Instagram and Twitter, specifically Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. But find them on there, you just do a search, like Representative, Bill Bixby, and they'll be there. Do the one with the check mark. But thank you. I need you all to do this for us. To hell with them who thinks that they can stop our rights from being restored. And for those, a little message, because I know that members of the committee watch this channel. If you made it this far, we will hold you accountable if you're the one that votes no.